welcome to Skipperut's Ramen 101. Now there's a big disclaimer here. This whole recipe is bullshit because it's probably nothing like what a proper ramen chef would make ramen, but I think it's a bit easier, and here in the Skipperut's house we reckon it's delicious. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So the most important part of your ramen is the broth. That's where your flavour comes from. That's what smacks you in the face where you go, that is awesome. I want to eat that every day. So we're going to do this broth in two parts. This is how I do it at home. We got, this first part is just a simple chicken stock. Simple as you can get. Chicken, bit of peppercorns, bay leaves, celery, garlic, carrots, onions. No garlic there, but anyway, it goes in. So here's our chicken stock on the go. The reason I make it in two steps, because I always make a gigantic thing of chicken stock. If you're going to make it, you may as well make it. A few ingredients in there, a bit of celery, leek, onion, carrot, bay leaves, of course, some peppercorns. And you want your ramen broth to be really fatty. So it makes sense, I use the top half of this, it's the fattiest, once it's all done, for the ramen, and the less fatty bottom of the stock I'll use for other types of cooking. It works out pretty good, actually. I like it. Eggs. Everybody asks me how to do these eggs. They're really easy. I learned how to do them off YouTube. I'll put in a simple process that I use. I suggest you try different ways, different marinades, but do include them in your ramen. I reckon they're so delicious. Making a ramen broth can be as simple or as technical as you want it to be. I strongly suggest that take a bit of time, do some research, try some ramen, maybe at restaurants, see what you like before you dive into making your own broth. But this is my simple way. I really like it. It's a pretty simple miso broth. There's some really nice ingredients in there, and it doesn't take forever. You're not making a pork bone broth that you boil for 6 weeks. This is once you've got plenty of stock in the freezer ready to go. This broth should only take you an hour, and only 10 minutes of that is in the kitchen. The rest is just let that simmer. So that's it. We're on the stovetop. I've actually added another tablespoon of miso to that. That's 5 total. It's good. Believe me, it's good. I don't know if you can see the layer of fat on the top of that. That's what you want. Miso ramen, any ramen is not good for you. There is 1 billion calories in it. You don't eat it every day. You eat it on the weekend, and you love it. In the meantime, our Chashu pork has been simmering away in there at about 130 centigrade. She's starting to look good. I'm just going to flip that over. That's the go. Just flip it over every now and then. I've already done it a couple of times off camera. Nice. We'll just let that keep going. Little smart fire here. Keeping everything under control. Nice even temp. are important. These are the fresh style ramen noodles. Find them in the fridge at your Asian grocer. Just blanch them. A minute and a half in boiling water, then straight into the bowl, because remember you're putting super hot noodle broth on top, or ramen broth, and you don't want them to overcook while you're eating it. You want them to have a little bit of structure.